By the way, I want to salute the Southern Boon School District in Missouri. Boone County, Missouri. After tragedy at a high school in South Florida, police in Southern Boone County are taking action. The Ashland Police Department announced on Friday it will be placing an officer in school buildings in the Southern Boone School District at various times during school hours. Quote, after this last event that occurred in Florida, we decided, you know what? We want the community to know that it's very important to us that the kids are safe, said Ashland Police Chief Lynn Wolford, that the parents can go to work and know that their kids are safe. Wolford said a different off-duty officer will be present during random hours while school is in session, will be at different buildings throughout the day. We don't want to present a plan so that somebody can try and work around the plan, he said. Right now, the school district has one school resource officer from the Boone County Sheriff's Office. He splits his time among the 4 school buildings. He said, any time I can get a police officer in our buildings, it's a win-win, said Superintendent Chris Felmley. Makes our buildings safer, and it also gives our kids a great opportunity to interact positively with law enforcement. Now that's a superintendent I would like in my county. But no, left-wing kooks. Wolford said the officers will begin stopping by the schools next Tuesday as there's no school in session on Monday. He said the officers will be in place through the end of the school year and beyond. We're going to evaluate as we go along, he said. Maybe there's a better way to do it so that for next year we have a better plan because this is pretty short notice. Wow. Outstanding. We salute the Southern Boone School District in Missouri. Smarter than every member of Congress put together. Smarter of every phony media personality put together. They're not waiting around. They're saying, we know how to protect our kids. We're going to put a cop in here. They'll move around randomly, so any would-be killer won't know when they're here, just like the U.S. Marshals on our airplanes, on our jetliners. The next time you see your member of Congress, ladies and gentlemen, when you go through all the metal detectors, when you go through all the the physical barriers that we're not allowed to have in our borders and so forth, you go through the physical barriers, you go through the metal detectors, you're patted down and on and on and on until you can see your member of Congress. Ask your member of Congress, if this is good enough for you, why isn't 10% of this good enough for our kids in our schools? Why you and not them? You should go to your school boards all over the country. I was a school board member when I was a young guy. Got elected when I was 19 and sworn in when I was 20. We used to populate these school assembly rooms. You ought to get organized, go into these school districts, go to these school board meetings, and demand that they protect these schools. Now's the time to do it. Let CNN focus on the kids marching. You focus on protecting the kids. Levinites all over the country, the grassroots, Tea Party activists, Reaganites, all over the country. Go into these school board meetings, politely, civilly, and insist that they protect those schools with people who know what they're doing. And protect those kids. So the next time one of these pieces of crap walks in there and starts shooting, they're put down. Put down. That's what needs to be done. Everybody out there talking about, we need to assess our culture. Okay, assess it. Assess it. But isn't it interesting? Most of us wouldn't even contemplate doing what these mass killers do. So assess the culture, fine by me, but assess specific, real-world security needs that we have in these schools. If we continue to leave it to the NEA and the AFT, if we continue to leave it to the PTAs and the PTOs, if we continue to leave it to the liberal, bureaucratic school superintendents, and if we continue to leave it to liberal Democrats on these school boards, now there will be more slaughters. You want to fix it? Get people in these schools who know how to protect our kids. Just like there are people on Capitol Hill who know how to protect members of Congress. Just like there are people on our airlines who know how to protect us. I mean, hell, we have a whole TSA system, right? Well, shouldn't we have some system in place, locally, to protect our kids? You know, more than a security guard who's unarmed? Yeah, I think so. I'll be right back.